Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Aspen Place Health Campus here on a rainy, icy, cold Saturday morning. High school basketball in full swing throughout the state of Indiana. Lots of action here and there and yonder last night, tonight, and in the coming weeks here. We'll start with some scores from the area. We'll start with girls basketball here in the last week. On Tuesday night, Hauser 59-50 over Edinburgh. Jacksonville 68-44 over North Decatur. Those were girls' games on Tuesday. On Thursday night, North Decatur rebounded with a 69-62 win over Waldron, and Triton Central 47-36 better than Hauser. Last night, Indianapolis Lutheran 40, Southwestern Shelbyville 37, and that was the only game on tap I had from Mid-Hoosier Conference teams last night in the girls' actions. Today on tap, Hauser will be on the road at West Washington. Boy, that's a long road. And Morristown will travel down 74 to take on the Indians of Milan. That is in Mid-Hoosier Conference action. In EIAC action in the past week on Tuesday night, Batesville 52, Franklin County 40, Greensburg 70, Oldenburg Academy 41, Lawrenceburg 60, Harrison of Ohio 30. Those were on Tuesday night. On Thursday, Connorsville over Muncie Central 45-31. And then last night in Lady EIAC action, Connorsville got the best of South Dearborn 47-25. Greensburg hosted Batesville, came away with a big conference win. Greensburg 57, Batesville 49. And on tap today in EIAC girls action, East Central will be at Batesville, and Lawrenceburg will entertain the Rushville Lions. That EIAC action or conference, Greensburg at 11-2 sits all the way down in 6th place in that conference. You got Rushville at 9-1. East Central at 9-2, Batesville's at 7-4, Franklin County's at 9-3. That is a tough road to hoe in the girls' EIAC action there. Last night in boys' action, in Mid-Hoosier Conference action in the past week, I should say, on Tuesday night, South Decatur 20 points better than Shaw Memorial at 55-35. And then last night, Hauser 72, Edinburgh 50, Indianapolis Lutheran, Southwestern Shelbyville, Indianapolis Lutheran 40-35 over Southwestern, and then North Decatur on top of Waldron 64-48. Today in Mid-Hoosier Conference action, Monrovia will be at Edinburgh, Morristown will travel to Milan, South Decatur will entertain South Ripley, and Southwestern Shelbyville will be on the road at Waldron. In EIAC action, boys, this past week, on Tuesday night, Franklin County got the better of Ross, Ohio by 2, 56-54. And Lawrenceburg, also playing an Ohio squad, Lawrenceburg 32, Harrison of Ohio 31. On Wednesday night, in a low-scoring affair that kind of at least got a little more points in the second half, Connorsville over South Dearborn 40-24 on Wednesday night. Thursday night in EIAC boys action, East Central 73, South Dearborn 53, Milan over Batesville 50-41. And then last night, Greensburg was on the road at Jennings County. Jennings County got the best of the Pirates by 5, 59-54. And Lawrenceburg over Rushville by 23 points, 63-40. Today in EIC action, Connorsville will be on the road at Richmond. East Central will travel to Batesville. Franklin County comes to town to Greensburg. And Rushville will be at Pendleton Heights. So some action around the area. Joining us here for the first section of the Coach's Show will be Greensburg Pirate coach Stacy Meyer. His Pirates, young Pirates, at 3-3 now in the squad after that 59-54 loss last night on the road at Jennings County, and it just seems like Jennings County is never an easy place to play.
They're not. We've gone down there and have gotten shelled by over 30. But last night I thought the kids played really well. I thought we competed. And compared to our last outing, which was over at East Central, where we just couldn't keep the ball in front of us, I thought we did last night. I thought we did a pretty good job on Vogel. I know we ended up with 19, but when you look at 6 or 7 of those points, he had a tip in over his head, had a couple balls fall into his hands, but thought we were in the right place on help side on him and made it difficult to score, and thought we followed the game plan. There's no moral victories, I know that, but I was excited from our last game to last night that how much improvement that we did show, and hopefully that can continue until tonight.
Yeah, last night you were just clearly, they were the bigger squad, and as you said, just keeping the ball in front of you can do good things.
It can, and just being in the right spots. And I thought our guys all week prepared with their sets and what they want to do offensively, and we took a lot of that stuff away. And when you do that, you're left with a guy's going to put his head down and dribble drive at you. And we did a much better job. Picked up a couple charges last night, which we haven't done. So, again, no moral victories, but with this group of boys, it was a step in the right direction.
Yeah, you talked about the charges there. One of those picked up by Kyle Sellers, who got his very first varsity start, comes in, hits three-pointers, got some rebounds, takes a charge. Give us an assessment of his play.
Kyle's done a nice job and has kind of stayed the course. We were playing him 1 quarter of JV, 2 quarters of JV, and against East Central, I think he led our JV in scoring maybe and only playing 2 quarters. Then in the varsity game, he was our leading scorer and rebounder at halftime. So it's one of those situations. Kyle has proved himself not only in practice but in games. And with Mason going down, Kyle stepped up, and I thought he did a really nice job last night too.
Yeah, last night you hold a 3-point halftime advantage, and your leading scorer sits out the entire second quarter with 3 fouls. And again, you guys are up by 3 with mostly Cummer raining down threes in that first half.
And I also think we got a little tired in the second half. Andrew learned something last night. We kept him in the game with 2 fouls, and he goes for a shot fake on a kid, and the kid gets into him. He picks up his 3rd, which, he obviously can't do that. But, again, it's something that he's going to learn from, and hopefully we can carry on. So if we're in that same situation again down the road, which we will be, that he don't pick up that 3rd and he can sustain it.
Yeah, and Matt Martin used to be over there, right?
Yes.
He was getting some ribbing from the students.
He was.
Is he the kind of player that feeds off of that, or lets it bother him, or does he even hear it at all?
I don't think he lets it bother him. He doesn't show. He doesn't wear his emotions on the sleeve, and I thought he held his composure pretty good last night. And playing in that environment, going to school there, and moving to Greensburg, and they were giving him a tough time, but I thought he handled it really well.
And his ankle, 100% or not?
It's not, but you know what? He's moving a lot better on it than what he was, and he's got a new ankle brace. So I think as the season progresses here, it's going to get better. He took a couple days off of practice early during the week, and was hobbling there a little bit, but he played through the pain, and nobody's healthy. We're at that point in the season where everybody's dinged up, and it's not going to get any better for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Last night you're in a close game, back and forth, and late in the game, Vogel misses a shot, but he wasn't even in the lane. He was off the block, and as you said, kind of just volleyballed that thing, and it ends up 6 feet over the top of the rim, somehow falls through. How does a young team like yours handle something that happens like that in a tight ball game?
I think early in the game we handled it really well, and I think there were situations this year in other games where we have not, where, we've been right there in the game and all of a sudden it's an 8-0 run, and against good teams, that can be it. So, that happened, and you look at the set of plays that happened. Andrew Wellage, right before that, went down, missed a layup that would have put us up because the score was tied. Then he goes down and he tips that in and puts them up 2. So, there's little things in the game, and that was late in the game. Sam missed a couple layups there late that could have. So, we'll learn from it. We had our opportunities, and that's all you can ask is to put yourself in the situation to win basketball games, and we were in that situation last night.
Yeah, and another thing about, you mentioned both of them, Wellage and Slusher there at the end of the ball game. Wellage came into that game averaging 18.4, probably wants some points. He hadn't scored much, and late in the game, he could have shot himself twice, but dished off for 2 easy layups to Slusher.
He has that ability. Andrew's a pass-first guy, and that may sound crazy if he's leading us in scoring, but he is. And like you said, when he gets in the lane, his head's always up looking for that open guy, whether it be a pitch for an open 3 or Sam on that opposite block. So you're right, he could have been selfish and tried finishing plays, but he gave it up for layups.
Well, we'll put that one to bed again. Jennings County beating the Pirates by 5, 59-54 last night. No rest at all, and you got a conference opponent coming in. You're 1-0 in the conference. Franklin County right now is 1-0 in the conference, so What kind of scouting report is on the Wildcats this year?
We have been able to watch them play a couple times. Size-wise, we match up with them. Maybe the only team on their schedule that we actually match up with size-wise. But they have some guys that are back from last year's team that do have some experience. They don't have a true post player that you have to worry about a back-to-the-basket post. Their post guy is going to do a lot of screening, step behind after he screens, and he will shoot an open three. But they're very guard-oriented. They'll run some sets. They played primarily man-to-man, but he will throw a little bit of zone out there. So, if we follow the plan and do the things that we do, keep the basketball in front of you, block out, hopefully we can get some easier transition points. I didn't think we got very many transition points last night. And credit Jennings County for getting back on defense. They did a nice job. So, like you said, if we can compete like we did last night, we're going to have an opportunity to win a basketball game.
And your JV squad, you took Sellers away, who's led them in scoring a few times. You took him away, and yet they get an overtime win. They're 5-1 now on the year.
They did a really nice job. Jumped out to an early big lead. Jennings went zone, and we kind of stood around, turned it over, took a couple bad shots, and all of a sudden they're back in it. But goes overtime, and we made plays when we had to make plays.
Well, good for them. And tell us a little bit before we let you go. You got this will be the last coaches show until January 7th, guys. I know that bothers you a lot. You have to get to sleep in maybe a little bit on Saturday morning, but you have a tournament on the 23rd here in town. Who's in it, and what's that all about?
We do. It's been a 4-team tournament where North Harrison, Milan, and ourselves were going to rotate hosting. Well, this year, Indianapolis Shortridge backed out late, and we could not find a 4th team. So what we're going to do with 3 teams is play a round robin. So we will play Milan and we will play North Harrison. They will play one another as well. We will have the morning game on the 23rd at 10 against North Harrison, and then it'll be a 2 o'clock game of North Harrison-Milan, and then the nightcap at 6 will be us and Milan.
All right, and that is on December 23rd at Greensburg. All right, we come to the most important portion of the show, the coach's pick. Boy, you guys all stunk it up last week. Stacy Meyer 3-5 last week, Kyle Nobby 2-6, and Brian Dixon 3-5 last week.
Go Army.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, somebody picked it right. Yeah. All right, Stacy Meyer, picks for this week. Pick number 1, Patriots 11-2 are on the road at Denver.
Patriots.
All right, good.
Hate to say it.
It pains me to circle it. Packers 7-6 on the road at the Bears.
All right, we're going to go Pack.
Okay, we got one pick already made down at Brian Dixon on this next game. Steelers 8-5 at the Bengals, 5-7-1.
We're going Steelers.
Mark Burkert will like that. Colts 6-7 at the Vikings.
We got to go Colts. Want to keep faith.
Buccaneers 8-5 on the road at the Cowboys, 11-2. Cowboys coming off their second loss of the year.
They're going to rebound. We'll go Cowboys.
Yeah, I agree with that. Lions 9-4 on the road at the Giants.
Whew.
Wow, both teams 9-4.
We're go. Let's go Lions.
On the road. Panthers 5-8 at the Redskins. Monday Night Football.
Redskins.
All right, there you have it, folks. Again, Stacy Meyer, he's surged to a 12-11 record overall. That's a 1-game lead over the other two at 11-12. So, all right, thank you. Closing comments, you can hit the road.
Nope. Good luck to everybody with remaining games here going into holiday season, and thanks for having us on.
All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break, eat some Cornerstone Bakery donuts, get some food here from Aspen Place, and we'll return right after this 2-minute break.
This is Paula Sibbett of Tom Sibbett Chevrolet Buick. We would like to invite you to come to our dealership in Greensburg. Meet our courteous employees and get acquainted with our sales and service departments. We are happy and willing to serve you with all your service needs or help you with the purchase of a new or pre-owned vehicle. Tom Sibbett has been in this area for over 50 years, and we believe in giving our customers honest, courteous, and reliable service. Come visit us in Greensburg at 950 North Michigan Avenue, just off Highway 3 bypass. Tom Sibbett Chevrolet Buick will be there for you.
This is Michelle Gauk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, and we are a proud supporter of all our student athletes. We know that being a student athlete takes hard work and dedication to stay on top of your game. It takes that same hard work and dedication to provide great customer service. At Batesville Chrysler, we've been putting families into reliable cars since 1984. And when it comes to buying a dependable car, who you buy from really does matter. So visit us at Batesville Chrysler. We'll be there for you before and after the sale. We work hard every day to prove that you can buy a car anywhere, but at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is the difference.
The mobile recycling route for 2016. The first Saturday of each month is 8 a.m. until 9 a.m. at Clarksburg, 9:30 to 10:30 at Sandusky, 11 to 12 at Adams, and 12:30 to 1:30 at Bernie. The second Saturday of each month is 8 a.m. until 9 a.m. at St. Morris, 9:30 to 10:30 at New Point, 11 to 12 at Millhausen, and if you have any questions, contact the Decatur County Solid Waste District at 812-663-0960.
When it comes time for car repairs, it can be a nervous time, unless you're made of money. A good reason for visiting Helms Auto Sales and Repair. Scott Helms is ASE certified and will give you an estimate before they even start. And if the diagnosis changes, they'll give you a call before proceeding. And if it's time for a new vehicle, Helms keeps a stock of preferred used cars on the lot. Helms Auto Sales and Repair, folks you can trust at 302 West Main, phone 222-AUTO.
Enjoy dinner at the Fireside Inn in Enochsburg, serving their famous fried chicken and shrimp each evening. Specials are Tuesday, tacos and taco soup. All-you-can-eat catfish on Wednesday. Thursday, it's hot wings, barbecued wings, battered wings, livers, and gizzards. Friday evening features cod and bassa catfish dinners. Prefer a sandwich? They have a great selection. Salad bar is available Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings. Hours at the Fireside Inn are Tuesday through Saturday, 5 to 10 p.m. For reservations, call 934-4174.
All right, welcome back to Aspen Place Health Campus. We were chowing down on some Cornerstone Bakery donuts, the official donut of the Coaches Show, along with some goodies that Aspen Place has given us here. This is the Coaches Show. Last night in Mid-Hoosier girls action, on Tuesday evening this past week, Hauser 59-50 over Edinburgh, Jacksonville 68-44 over North Decatur. Those were Tuesday. On Thursday, North Decatur 69, Waldron 62, Triton Central 47-36 over Hauser on Thursday. And then last night in Mid-Hoosier Conference lady basketball action, Indianapolis Lutheran 40, Southwestern Shelbyville 37. And tonight in Mid-Hoosier Conference lady basketball, Hauser will travel to West Washington, and Morristown will be on the road at Milan. One game on tap for a Monday night in girls action. South Decatur will travel to Jacksonville. That's a tough order there. Jacksonville playing pretty good right now. In EIAC lady basketball this past week on Tuesday night, Batesville by 12 over Franklin County. Greensburg 70-41 over Oldenburg Academy. Lawrenceburg by 30 over Harrison of Ohio 60-30. On Thursday night, Connorsville 45-31 over Muncie Central. And then last night in lady basketball EIAC action, Connorsville 47-25 over South Dearborn. Greensburg hosted Batesville and got a conference win 57-49. And then tonight in EIC action teams, East Central will be on the road at Batesville, and Rushville will travel to Lawrenceburg. That's lady basketball. In boys basketball last night, or this past week, I should say, Mid-Hoosier Conference. On Tuesday night, South Decatur by 20 over Shaw Memorial 55-35. In action last night, Hauser 72-50 over Edinburgh, Indianapolis Lutheran 40, Southwestern Shelbyville 35, and we'll get to the North Decatur score here in just a second. They topped Waldron last night. We'll talk about that game. And then on tap tonight in Mid-Hoosier Conference, Monrovia at Edinburgh, Morristown at Milan, South Ripley at South Decatur, Southwestern Shelby at Waldron. Tuesday night, Oldenburg Academy will travel to Waldron. Those were Mid-Hoosier Conference action ball games. In EIAC action in the past week, on Tuesday night, Franklin County by 2 over Ross of Ohio, 56-54. Lawrenceburg by 1 over Harrison of Ohio, 32-31. On Wednesday evening, Connorsville over South Dearborn, 40-24. On Thursday evening, East Central over South Dearborn by 20, 73-53. The Milan Indians over Batesville, 50-41. And then last night, Jennings County, we just spoke to Stacy Meyer, coach of the Pirates. Jennings County by 5 over Greensburg last night, 59-54. and Lawrenceburg got the best of Rushville 63-40. On tap tonight, EIAC action. Connorsville will be at Richmond, East Central at Batesville, Franklin County comes calling to Greensburg, and Rushville Lions will be at Pendleton Heights. Joining us now, North Decatur coach Kyle Nobby. A big win last night on the road at Waldron. Another one of those kind of tight quarters over there to play.
Yeah, it is. They typically play awfully well at home, and it was a great opportunity for our kids to kind of rebound from last Saturday night's conference loss at home, and I'm pleasantly pleased with the way our kids responded this week in practice and got a great win last night.
Well, tell us about practices this time of the year. The grind probably hasn't really started yet, and they're probably still pretty excited and haven't started to wear down. What's a typical practice like?
Well,
or is there one?
I don't think there is one necessarily. A lot of it can kind of depend on, things that we may be struggling with. I know for us this week we were disappointed collectively at the way we've been able to defend consistently. So we had a really competitive week of practice, especially on the defensive end of the floor. Committed a lot of our practice time to defending, being in the right position, and basically, just to echo what Stacy said, we were having a hard time keeping guys in front of us, and that's something that we worked extremely hard on this week in practice. We knew that Waldron had a team that could shoot the ball, but also a team that relies more on attacking the basket and a dribble drive action for kickouts. And our kids did a really good job last night of taking that away for the most part. We gave up maybe some open looks, but we were able to keep guys squared up and keep them in front of us. Hopefully that has paid off. It's not corrected. It was better last night, but we still have a lot of work to do. So, that was kind of our emphasis this week in practice. And, it's hard for kids to get a lot of shots off in practice because there's so many other things to do, but we still try to dedicate as much time as we can to kids getting shots off and keeping their rhythm or getting into rhythm with their shooting.
What would you rather have, a great defense or a great offense?
Well, when I played, it was a great offense. But as a coach, I've always been a defensive-minded coach. It's something I pride myself in. Our team and our program pride themselves in their ability to be able to defend. And I think at the end of the day, you're going to play at some point, whether it's in the opening round of sectional or the final game or a regional game, where you're going to meet someone that's obviously going to be as skilled or more skilled than you are and can score just as well as you can, and you're going to have to get stops at some point. So I think defense is, it's the old cliche. I think it wins championships, and that's something that we really try to focus on.
We're speaking with North Decatur Charger coach Kyle Nobby. Team stands at 3-3. Let's talk a little bit about last night's game. Who plays well for you last night?
Well, I thought all of our kids did. It was a balanced attack. Offensively, I thought we were very much more disciplined. I talked to him last week, heading into this game. I thought we were really selfish defensively last week against Edinburgh, more of, hey, this is my guy, and, that's kind of the way it goes if someone else scores. And I thought our kids bought into what we were trying to do. Dylan Merritt led us in the scoring with 16. He fought foul trouble all night, set out essentially the entire second quarter, picked up a third foul, I think maybe about a minute and a half into the third, and ends up fouling out with about 2.5-3 minutes to go. But he still did a lot of good things for us. Garrett Metz started for us last night, had 14 for us, played extremely well on both ends of the floor. And Cameron Adams came in off the bench for us, and he just looked a little more relaxed. He had 8 big points in the second quarter, played well. and I think our bench did a great job. Kyle Kramer came in and gave us great minutes. And Corey Fastbinder got 8 points for us off the bench. So it was a good balanced attack last night offensively, and I thought collectively we played as a unit on the defensive end.
Yeah, you're at 3-3, 6 games into a 20-game season. What do you want to see get a lot better?
I think our consistency. It hurt us. And it has hurt us up to this point. There were times last night where we relaxed or we didn't, complete a possession where we'd have a great defensive possession but then give up an offensive rebound. Going back a few games, we have opportunities with the lead to win the game against South. We had an opportunity with the lead to win the game against Edinburgh and let those slip away. And it's more of that consistent effort on defense as far as not falling asleep, being in the right position, and also offensively still being aggressive with the idea of taking good shots. I heard Steph Curry say the other night, when they had, I think, 42 assists on 45 made baskets, and he made the comment of, we gave up great shots to get even greater shots, and that's what you want to do as an offensive team, and I think our kids are getting better at that, but they still have to be disciplined enough to understand that you can always get a three. So the one pass three cannot be our first look.
Yeah, coaches don't like those, especially in tight ball games. This is the last coaches show until January 7th. Got a couple games between now and then. Let's talk about the next one here. I know you don't look ahead, but you got Eastern Hancock. What is that, Wednesday night?
Wednesday night, yeah.
On the road. No longer in the conference, but what's Eastern Hancock like this year?
A lot like Waldron was. They got some really good guards that can shoot it. They can get to the rim. The True kid has been playing, starting for him since he was a freshman. The Napier kid is one of their better players, and he was a transfer in, so he had to play JV last year, and we know what kind of skill level and talent he has. He was at Morristown prior to that, so it kind of starts with those two kids. We have to be disciplined. It's like we talked last night. Our best defense might be how well we play offensively, and not taking quick shots and taking great shots and being patient and getting good looks and being able to get back defensively. So we know we're going to have our hands full playing over there. It's a quick turnaround for us, and we're excited about the preparation on Monday and Tuesday to get ready for Wednesday.
Yeah, that is, again, at Eastern Hancock on Wednesday night. And then on the 30th, you got a Martinsville tournament. Who are the participants in that one?
Well, we play Martinsville in the first game. I think it's a 10 o'clock start over there, 10:30. Our JV will play Martinsville as well at 9 in the first game. And then Zionsville and Lafayette Jeff play in the second game. So we'll play the winner or loser of that second game, so we'll get 2 games in that day along with our JV kids. It's the first year for the Wooden Classic that they're calling it there. So we're excited about the opportunity, the chance to get over there and obviously play some really good teams. Maybe some teams that, obviously are quite a bit higher caliber maybe than we are when I look at, Zionsville and Lafayette Jeff and Martinsville. But we feel that playing some games like that's going to prepare us later in the season.
Yeah, no doubt. That is December 30th at Martinsville. So how'd you get hooked up into that one?
Well, we played in the Roncalli tournament last year and, had all intentions to play again this year, but they moved it to Floyd Central this year, and it's on December 23rd. And, I think if we would have played in it, my wife would have killed me playing all the way down there, 2 days before Christmas. So we just, we felt like, that maybe if there's something else out there, and Martinsville called and said, hey, we're going to start this Wooden Classic. Would you guys be interested? And, we jumped at the opportunity, and I think it's going to turn out to be a good thing for us.
All right, I'm sure it will be. Closing comments before we get your football picks, and we'll get you on.
Well, I want to wish the other guys good luck tonight. And we were supposed to have a junior high game this morning at 9 o'clock at home, and Southwestern was unable to travel to the game with road conditions, I'm assuming, in the southwest part there, Shelby County. So for any of those parents or kids that may be listening that haven't heard, that game will not be played at 9 o'clock this morning.
All right, that's Kyle Nobby. No game here this morning for the freshmen.
Junior high.
Junior high.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go to the football picks. You are 11-12 in second place last week. Dismal effort, 2-6.
Absolutely dismal.
Let's make a comeback here. Patriots on the road at the Broncos.
I'll take the Patriots.
All right. Packers at the Bears.
Packers.
Steelers at the Bengals.
Steelers.
Colts on the road at the Vikings.
I'm going to take the Colts.
Buccaneers at the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Lions at Giants.
Giants.
And Panthers at the Redskins.
Redskins.
All right, Monday night game on that one. All right, we got them. They're locked in. Has to rebound from that 2-6 performance from last week.
Can't get a whole lot worse.
There you go. All right, Kyle Nobby, coach of the North Decatur Chargers, 3-3. We wish you luck this week.
Great. Thank you very much.
All right, that wraps up session 2 here of the Coaches Show. We're going to, again, get us some Cornerstone Bakery Donuts, the official donut of the Coaches Show, here in a break. And when we come back, Brian Dixon from South Decatur will be joining us. So come right back after this short break.
The temperatures are turning cooler, and the holiday season is in the air. That means the deals at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg are smoking hot. The big finish of 2016 is finally here, and the deals on new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams are a must-see. The big finish of 2016. It's time to clear out the remaining 2016 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles to make room for the new 2017 models. During the big finish of 2016 at Acre in Greensburg, you can save up to $12,000 off MSRP on a new 2016 Ram Crew Cab SLT Bighorn with a 3.0 Echo diesel engine. You can also save 15% off MSRP on all remaining 2016 Dodge Darts and Chrysler 200s. These incredible savings won't last long. Come in and get yours before it's too late. Stop in and see Marty Garwood, Ron Gardner, Rick Jones, Floyd Riggs, Ryan Scudder, Kevin Milburn, Janice Jones, or Josh Camplain. At Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg.
Hi, this is Cheryl Johnson, Community Liaison for Morning Breeze Health and Retirement Community. Morning Breeze is a CMS 5-star health campus offering 3 levels of care. Our villas offer independent living in our beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bath, maintenance-free condo-style living. We offer large studio-style assisted living units inside our health campus. Morning Breeze is a top-rated skilled nursing facility with an outstanding therapy department offering short and long-term rehab.
The play of the day is at Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used vehicle superstore. Come in now and score big with a great deal. With over 600 vehicles available, we have the car, van, SUV, or truck to fit your needs. That's why we're the used vehicle superstore. And if we don't have the right one for you, let our buyers go for the assist in finding the right one. Be the MVP and score big now with a vehicle from Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used vehicle superstore. 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call us at 812-662-9922. Be the MVP and score a vehicle now.
Decatur County Memorial Hospital is growing to better serve you. DCMH is now offering a sports medicine program to all community members. This program includes orthopedic surgery from our new physician, Dr. Yulo, rehab services, athletic trainers, sports physicals, and emergency medical services. Let us help you succeed with our new sports medicine program at DCMH. To reach Dr. Yulo's office, call 812-663-7790, or for our rehab department, call 812-663-1119.
At Hilliard Lyons, we're conservators of your wealth, not the status quo.
We're not interested in how everyone else does things. We're independent thinkers. You see, every client is different, so we treat each one as a new challenge. After nearly 160 years of wealth management experience, we've learned a few things, one of which is no two clients' goals and needs are the same. In our more than a century and a half of providing investment advice, we've come across nearly every financial situation possible. Creative thinking and a real understanding of our clients' needs and their concerns is what sets Hilliard Lyons apart from the rest. If this sounds like the kind of financial partner you'd like, call us in Greensburg at 812-663-2862.
Hilliard Lyons, investment insights for every generation since 1854. JJB Hilliard WL Lyons LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
All right, welcome back to Aspen Place Health Campus here on the north side of Greensburg, home and host of the Coaches Show on Saturday mornings. High school basketball in full swing, both boys and girls now. Girls actually on the downswing now of their schedule. Greensburg has played 13 ball games of a 20-game schedule. South Decatur has played 12, and North Decatur also 13 games out of that 20-game schedule. Boys really getting into full swing. Lots of action both during the weekend coming up. Let's go into some games from this past week. Lady basketball action on Tuesday night in Mid-Hoosier Conference action. Hauser over Edinburgh 59-50. Jacksonville 68-44 over North Decatur on Tuesday. On Thursday in lady basketball, North Decatur 69-62 over Waldron. Triton Central 47, Hauser 36. And last night in Mid-Hoosier Conference teams action, Indianapolis Lutheran 40, Southwestern Shelbyville 37. Only game played last night. Today on tap, Hauser will be on the road at West Washington, and Morristown will be at Milan. Upcoming games before the holiday on Monday, South Decatur will travel to Jacksonville. This, again, girls basketball. On Tuesday, Rushville will play at North Decatur. Southwestern Shelbyville will be at Morristown, Waldron at Knightstown. And on Thursday, North Decatur at Greensburg, those girls ball games. In EIAC action this past week, on Tuesday, Batesville by 12 over Franklin County. Greensburg 70, Oldenburg Academy 41. Lawrenceburg by 30 over Harrison of Ohio. On Thursday night, Connorsville got the best of Muncie Central 45-31. Last night in EIAC action, Connorsville 47, South Dearborn 25, Greensburg 57, Batesville 49. And today in girls basketball EIAC teams in action, East Central will be on the road at Batesville, and Rushville will travel to Lawrenceburg. Some of the games before the break for the girls: Batesville at Columbus East on Tuesday, Connorsville at Greenfield Central, Rushville at North Decatur. Those are Tuesday. Wednesday, Lawrenceburg will be at Union County. And then on Thursday, Lawrenceburg will be at Taylor of Ohio, and North Decatur at Greensburg. Again, those are girls' games. Boys' games last night and this past week. Mid-Hoosier on Tuesday, South Decatur over Shaw by 30. We'll talk with Brian Dixon here about that ball game. Last night, Hauser over Edinburgh 72-50. Indianapolis Lutheran 40, Southwestern Shelbyville 35. North Decatur 64-48 over Waldron. Today's action: Monrovia at Edinburgh, Morristown at Milan, South Ripley at South Decatur, Southwestern Shelbyville at Waldron. Upcoming games: Tuesday, Oldenburg will be at Waldron, Southwestern Shelbyville will be at Morristown, and then on Wednesday, North Decatur at Eastern Hancock. In EIAC action in the past week, on Tuesday, Franklin County over Ross of Ohio by 2, Lawrenceburg by 1 over Harrison of Ohio. Those were Tuesday games. Wednesday games: Connorsville over South Dearborn 40-24. On Thursday, East Central 73-53 over South Dearborn. Milan Indians over the Batesville Bulldogs 50-41 on Thursday. Last night, Jennings County got the best of Greensburg 59-54, and Lawrenceburg on top of Rushville 63-40. Tonight, Connorsville will be at Richmond, East Central at Batesville, Franklin County at Greensburg, Rushville at Pendleton Heights. This week, Tuesday night in EIC action, Connorsville will be on the road at Greenfield Central. Taylor of Ohio will come to Lawrenceburg. Union County will be at Batesville. And on Wednesday, Rushville will travel to Columbus East. So there you have it. Joining us now, Coach Brian Dixon of the South Decatur Cougars. 4-2 here on the early year, playing some pretty inspired ball. Big win last night, Shaw Memorial. This past week, 55-35. You were not in action last night, but hosting South Ripley here tonight. So give us a little rundown on the Shaw game this past week.
Well, that was a interesting game, if you want to say the least. It was one of those kind of games where it was a fast-paced game, which we liked a lot. We caused a lot of turnovers. I think we had 17 steals as a team, which is a good amount of steals. But then we turned the ball over 27 times.
Wow.
So it's one of those things that it happens. But our turnovers that we had were just simple. We saw openings that we haven't seen since the start of the year, and saw open layups, and we just weren't ready to catch the ball. And it's tough when you play a team that isn't to your speed in a sense, because we were ahead of them in a lot of fast break opportunities, and we're like, oh my goodness, we're that wide open. And you know how teenage kids get, their eyes light up, they can't wait to get up there and hammer it, to the rim and those sort of things. So that's what got us a little bit in that game. But we hit some shots. Hunter Seegers came out and played really well. He was really striving for that, I thought. Oakley Billingsley hit a couple threes. And then, we just did the little things that we needed to make that. Because we did a little half-court trap that put a lot of pressure on them, and that got us all those steals. So good note is we didn't shoot any free throws till about 3 minutes and 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
That was our first free throw attempt. And it was one of those things. We were getting drilled underneath, but nothing was called, which is okay. Our kids just have to fight through those things. But as bad as we're shooting from the free throw line to not shoot any, it is a different type of atmosphere, though, that's for sure.
Yeah, we were talking to Coach Nobby from North Decatur about consistency. You win one, lose one, win two, lose one, win one. Are you as well looking for some more consistency?
We are, especially because we're one of the few teams that has a lot of experience coming back. So we're trying to find some consistency because in January we got a really tough schedule coming up. We got a lot of games in a row, a lot of conference games too as well. So it'd be nice to see us just consistently build from where we want to be. We definitely have to pick up our free throws percentages and those sort of things. But and they're kids, they're teenage kids, so we just don't know day in and day out what they're going to bring to the table.
Yeah, you mentioned that January stretch. You got looking ahead. I know coaches hate to look ahead, but you've looked ahead. I know. 5 games on the road, actually more than that because you started at the Edinburgh tournament in December. And then you go to at Henryville, at Medora, at Morristown, at Southwestern, and at Eastern Hancock, all consecutively.
Yes, and then if you count the Edinburgh tournament, there's 3 games in that too. So we have 8 straight road games. That's going to be a stretch, and you never know what the weather's going to be in January either. So it's one of those things. We'll see where we're at. We've had a lot of home games to start off this beginning, but we'll have a lot of away games get ready to come up. So it was worse last year, so we got that fixed a little bit. But it's just one of those things. It happens. It's part of it, the way the scheduling worked out.
Yep, all works out in the end. And, again, a good win over Shaw Memorial. We're talking with Brian Dixon, head coach of the South Decatur Cougars, 4-2 here on the young year. And got a big matchup coming with South Ripley on the 17th tonight.
Yeah.
Tell us about what South Ripley is going to bring to you.
They're going to bring all kinds of pressure. They're going to jump us. As much as they can, try to trap. They're going to look to push tempo as well, up and down the floor. So it's going to be a game that we're going to want to play because we like to play, fast-paced, those sort of things. But, it's hard in practice to practice what another team can do pressure-wise, because a lot of times you're going with your first team a lot, and you may play against, the JV or even your second team, but they just don't have the same speed as what another first team will on another team. So we've been really trying to put a lot of pressure this week on it, and we've been trying to buckle down and play one-on-one man defense. I know Kyle and Stacy both talked about playing one-on-one. We gave up way too many layups that were uncontested. And the first couple days after our game against Shaw, we broke everything down and did one-on-one full court and had some punishment. If you let your man score, you get your butt on the line and you get ready to go because we gotta quit that.
And South Ripley, have you seen them live? Or?
I haven't seen them live, but we played them over the summer, and I've also seen a couple films on them, and we know their quickness, and they shoot it from every spot on the floor just about. So I saw a couple times a kid took one step in front of the volleyball line and launched it. My dad would have liked that because that's what I did when I played. So
in the gym range. I'll ask you the same question. Would you rather have a great defense or a great offense?
It's one of those things. I'm an offensive-minded guy, but if you can't stop somebody, you're never going to win. You have to be able to make stops. It's one of those things because, you look at every sport, it doesn't matter what it is. If your defense can't step up to the plate, then you're not going to win. The odds are against you if you can't stop somebody. So I think every coach always wants a great defense, but I love a good offense.
Tell us a little bit about your staff that helps you prepare for these ball games.
I have Donnie Barber. He's my JV coach. They're struggling a little bit right now. A lot of inexperience at that level for those kids, and he also teaches at South, which makes it nice. That helps me tremendously because last year he was there for half a day and then he did homebound for the other half afternoon, so that helped. And then I have Kelly Agnew, who's been at South. He's a South grad. He's been there forever. The local post delivery man that I think everybody knows. So he knows all the people in the stands, and my dad nicknamed him Shooter because it seems like he knows what every team's gonna do and their little side things. So, we have a pretty good staff. We try to joke around a lot, have fun and enjoy it. But, it can be a struggle sometimes because we're all going different directions, it seems like. And, because Kelly is at the school, so sometimes he can't get there, especially right now with Christmas. He was out last night till 6 o'clock delivering packages. So it makes it tough.
Yeah. 4-2, just getting really into the grind of the season. How's the health and the aches and
bumps and bruises are definite. We could see that. So we've had a few sicknesses come about in the last couple of weeks. We've had a couple injuries, those sort of things. But you know how it is when game time comes rolling around. They tie them shoes up and they're ready to go. But practice, they'll use every excuse they can to get out.
Yeah. So well, we won't see you again until January 7th. Several games between now and then, including the big one with South Ripley tonight. But also on December 27th, Edinburgh tournament. Who is scheduled to participate in that?
We play Trinity Lutheran. They're in there. Hagerstown is in there. Edinburgh plays Crystal Academy, and then I cannot remember. I think it's Indianapolis Lutheran. Plays Hagerstown. They play the early game. We play the 4 o'clock game, which makes it really, really nice. That helps us tremendously because last year we played the first game. I believe, Tom, was that right? We played the first game last year, and then we had seemed like a 7-hour break before we played our next game. This time, no matter what, we play at 4 and we play at 8.
There you go.
And then we turn around and play depending on how we do. We'll play sometime on Wednesday.
Okay, again, that is December 27th, Edinburgh tournament, but the South Ripley game at home tonight. South Decatur always has a great fan base.
Yes, we've been appreciative. We really have a lot of people also that watch on Periscope. We've said this a whole bunch of times. We'd like to see you, at the gym, but we appreciate you watching because I know we've had people from Florida. My grandmother from Arizona has watched a game before. My dad's been in Pennsylvania and has watched a game before. So, it's really nice. That helps tremendously when you get that kind of support. But we'd like to see them out tonight. I know everybody's trying to get their last-minute holiday shopping in. But, come on out. The weather should be good until after the game is over. So you should be all right to get home.
Yep, shouldn't be any problem whatsoever. And, again, Periscope, we appreciate that. And what I understand is you can find that on the WTRE YouTube station for up to 2 days afterward.
Periscope for 2 days.
Okay.
YouTube forever.
Okay, I see. Alrighty, so there you go. Periscope 2 days. YouTube is archived on there, so you can watch the past games. Give you some closing comments, and then we'll get your coaches' picks.
I just want to thank everybody that comes out and supports us. I wish the girls good luck. They got a big game coming up next week. And I'm thankful. My dad went through a little pain last night, and thankful that's all done and over with for him. So, I can only imagine that's tough when you live 3 hours away, and he kind of needs you. And I wish I could have been there, but Dad, I'm happy it's all over with. And just thank everybody again. Thank you guys for doing the radio show. We appreciate it. And thanks, Cornerstone Donuts. I love coming in and eating one of those every morning.
Yep, Cornerstone Donuts are the official donut of the Coach Show. Also, Aspen Place puts out a nice little got some French toast, bacon, sausage. We'll get to that here shortly. But all right, we'll get to your coaches' picks. Again, last week, not a great week, 3-5. But you're only in second place by 1 game at 11-12. I got a little footnote here. Last week, picked the then 0-12 Browns to win. They didn't.
Yeah.
So, well, they're not on there this week. So anyway, let's get your picks. First one, Patriots on the road at the Broncos.
Patriots.
All right. right,
I think they just picked up Michael Floyd from Arizona. So
that's a unanimous pick by the coaches.
Yeah.
Packers at the Bears.
Packers.
And we've already got your pick for the next game circled before we even got here. Steelers at the Bengals. Do you want Steelers?
Absolutely.
All right, we got you circled. Colts at the Vikings.
I'm going to go Vikings. I think everybody else picked Colts, but I think I'm going to go Vikings in that one.
I am too. Buccaneers at the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Lions at the Giants.
I'm going to go Giants. It's at the Giants. That's outdoor. I think the Lions are used to playing indoor.
Yeah. And we got the Panthers at 5-8 on the road at the Redskins 7-5-1 Monday night game.
That's going to be a toss-up.
Pick 'em.
Yeah, I know that is. That's one of those. I think I'll go. I'll go with Redskins. It's
All
right there
at home there. Not a bad pick. All right, they're locked in, ready to go. Fabulous prizes up for grab in this contest. And again, speaking with Brian Dixon from South Decatur. Again, great luck to you tonight against South Ripley.
Thanks, we appreciate it. And like I said, we hopefully everybody come out and support us tonight. It's going to be an up and down matchup, that's for sure. So it's going to be kind of like a mile-in game, physical game, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it goes in our favor.
High school basketball, nothing better here in the state of Indiana.
No, that's the truth. When I was in Kentucky, it just doesn't compare. Sorry, Indiana's just way, way better.
That's right. All right, thank you. Good luck again tonight.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All right, that wraps up the coaches portion of the Coaches Show here at Aspen Place. We're going to take one more break. We'll come back and wrap it up quickly, but get me another donut or a slice of bacon or two. So don't go away. We'll wrap it up when we return after this short break. See ya.
When it comes time for car repairs, it can be a nervous time, unless you're made of money. A good reason for visiting Helms Auto Sales and Repair. Scott Helms is ASE certified and will give you an estimate before they even start. And if the diagnosis changes, they'll give you a call before proceeding. And if it's time for a new vehicle, Helms keeps a stock of preferred used cars on the lot. Helms Auto Sales and Repair, folks you can trust at 302 West Main, phone 222-AUTO.
Do you have enough coverage? Don't wait to find out that the insurance you purchased online or from an 800 number gave you a discount on the wrong coverage. Talk to your neighborhood independent auto owner's agent today about a policy that fits your needs and budget. Visit today and form a valued relationship that won't let you down in a time of need.
This is your Greensburg Auto Owners Insurance agent, Steve Dorflinger. Stop in at Dorflinger Insurance, 810 East Main Street, or call us at 663-7779.
This is Alex from True Blue Autos. We are owned by Any King Auto Body and have a new way of buying a used car. We are operated daily by third-generation family members. Our mission and focus is to provide safe, reliable vehicles that give our customers the best value for their investment. Each vehicle on our lot goes through a 125-point inspection, and all of our certified pre-owned vehicles come with at least a 90-day limited warranty. Come to True Blue Autos, located right next to Any King Auto Body, and see what our family can do for you.
Stone's Farm Service at 921 East Main in Greensburg is southeastern Indiana's Kubota dealer. Stop by and check out their great lineup of Kubota tractors and utility vehicles. These hard-working tractors and four-wheel utility vehicles come with gas or diesel engines. Stone's Farm Service, serving Decatur and surrounding counties for over 20 years. Give them a visit, 921 East Main in Greensburg, or phone 663-3787.
All right, welcome back to Aspen Place Health Campus, host of the Coaches Show here on Saturday morning. We've eaten some donuts, we've eaten some bacon and sausage, and wow, what a day, what a way to start the day. We appreciate the coaches coming in, win, lose, or draw, good, bad, or ugly the night before. They're always in here talking about their teams and giving shout-outs to their players, and that's what it's all about, getting these young men and ladies some attention. Some upcoming games this week. Today in Mid-Hoosier Conference girls action, Hauser will be on the road at West Washington. Morristown will be on the road at Milan. On Monday evening, big game, South Decatur travels to Jacksonville. That's on Monday. And on Tuesday, Rushville will be at North Decatur. Southwestern Shelbyville will be at Morristown. Waldron at Knightstown. And then on Thursday, North Decatur will come knocking at Greensburg. Those are girls actions this coming week in Mid-Hoosier. In EIAC action tonight, the only games for the ladies, East Central will be at Batesville, Rushville will be at Lawrenceburg. Then on Tuesday evening, Batesville will travel to Columbus East, Connorsville at Greenfield Central, North Decatur will host Rushville. On Wednesday night, Lawrenceburg will travel to Union County. And on Thursday, Lawrenceburg will travel to Taylor of Ohio. And North Decatur, as I said, will be at Greensburg. Those are girls' actions this coming week. In Mid-Hoosier Conference boys' action, tonight, Monrovia at Edinburgh, Morristown at Milan, South Ripley at South Decatur, Southwestern Shelbyville at Waldron. Tuesday night, Oldenburg Academy will be at Waldron. Southwestern Shelbyville will be at Morristown. And then on Wednesday, North Decatur at Eastern Hancock. That's boys action this week. And in EIAC action tonight, Connorsville will be at Richmond. East Central will travel to Batesville. Franklin County at Greensburg. And Rushville at Pendleton Heights. And then on Tuesday night, Connorsville will travel to Greenfield Central. Taylor of Ohio will travel to Lawrenceburg. And Batesville will host Union County. And then on Wednesday night, Rushville will be at Columbus East. So there you have it, all of the action for boys and girls basketball here in the area. So plenty of options for you to choose from. Get out there and see it. We have the coaches' picks locked in for next week, the football games, and we'll give you those reactions and results. Actually, not until January 7th. This will be the last coaches' show due to the holidays until Saturday, January the 7th. So take care of yourselves and each other. Have a great holiday, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.